How we doing, guys? Ooh, do we have like a Justin Bieber? Let's see who's on live right now. Oh, we got Stock Market Daddy. What's
What's up, buddy?
up? You got 28 people in your live stream. You're blowing up.
Listen, I've done much better. Listen, you're the one blowing up. You go to the gym 5 times a day, swimming laps, lifting weights. You're the one who's gonna blow up, my friend, not me.
Well, you should do the same thing.
How are you?
You're a smoker, so you might as well be active and exercise. Oh, and take a lot of
Listen,
vitamin C. Supposedly vitamin
I
C
do.
mitigates, yeah, that mitigates the smoking damage.
You know that the one thing I love about you is you don't only bring your knowledge of leveraging money in the stock market. You also bring the health information too. So you are well rounded.
Well,
How's your afternoon going?
I was an undergrad in bio at UC Irvine, and I thought my biology degree was worthless. But then, yeah, I started getting into health and fitness because what's the point of having money if you're not healthy enough to enjoy it?
Somebody said to me earlier. They said that you and Nerd Finance were their favorite TikTokers, but I was their favorite interviewer. So we had a great conversation with him today.
Nice,
He was phenomenal. He was very, very generous with his time today. We had one of the best conversations that we've had on TikTok in quite a while.
nice. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
surprised you're at 1.9 because, like, the amount of live streaming you do. You know why? It's probably because you don't post a lot of content. You just go live,
I
huh?
have to post more. Yes.
Yeah,
Dude, we,
that's
we have
why.
we've been averaging
You
100
can
followers a day.
You can literally, have you ever used the stitch feature? You can just go on whatever I post and you can just stitch it and then give your own opinion. So you don't have to really create content.
Listen, really? Do you feel that I'm a shortcut guy? Just stitch it, or we're gonna grind this
No,
thing
but
out.
I do the same stuff. So I stitch because I can't always have, content. So a lot of my most viral stuff, go look at like the stuff that I get like over 100,000 views. It's usually other people's content and I'm just commenting on it.
We are going to go live tonight. We're gonna put our dollar cost. Remember our dollar cost
Yeah.
averaging?
I took a screenshot of it. I took a screenshot of it.
Right. So now it is final. It's DraftKings, CVS, and Apple. So
I like that.
so three
I like that.
three very different companies. Yeah, I like it too. So I wish
Why
I had
CVS though? Because of the name C.
no
I was going to tell you, I like Walgreens more. Isn't Walgreens better?
I I much better, but it just happened. Listen, I put it in the hands of the people,
Yo, so I got
right?
people in my live stream that want to learn about margin and how to borrow for 2%,
Yes.
2.5%. Have you activated your Robinhood yet?
No. No, but I mean, we have a Robinhood. It is not on margin.
It's
I
not
I
margin yet.
think I think I think like the conversation has been coming up more and more. So I probably should just make it a positive and initiate it and just kind of accelerate this. Um, but I mean, I'm hearing the one thing that concerns me talking about it is coming into these months. Like we did have a conversation today with Nerd Finance. You did as
Yeah.
well.
Well,
He
anyway,
he he.
I was going to just tell, so the
Go
people
ahead.
that have the question, there's a guy with 15 seconds clean. I followed you. So just another time when I get off this live stream, we can do a dual live and I can explain more about the margin stuff. Go ahead. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're fine. The only concern is that um I'm like now may not be the time to be on margin.
No, but how about you just take that margin debt and you put it into the 9%, and do a little yield farming, you know, just hold cash.
Sure.
You don't have
You
to
know he did
buy
share.
stocks with your margin debt. You can
Hey,
do, you can
hey,
put it in a savings account
hey.
or a bond.
You know he did share with me.
What's up?
He's feeling China.
He's what?
Nerd Finance, our
Mhm.
friend,
Yeah.
and, he does not talk a lot about where his money is going. He's talking about the Asian market, China in particular.
Okay.
I mean, take that for what it's worth. I know my audience who's been with me for the past 2 hours, the Chinese market he feels is undervalued right now. You were talking about it. You were talking about it. What, Wednesday, Thursday?
Yeah.
With some Chinese education stocks.
Yep.
You right.
And
He's
CQQ, the ETF. I have an ETF I really like. Let me see if I can pull it up really quick. Hold on one second.
no wait. Now for my viewers, you're hearing ETF. You're hearing. I hope you guys can put like two and three together. So I'm not reading the comments. I'm sorry. How does Dean teach his? I'm not. Yeah.
You guys
Fucking
are
ton of comments.
Team Dean. I think we're Team Never Sell, right? Because we don't sell bogus classes. I think that's what our team is. Team Never Sell.
Well, I tell people all the time who come on my lives, right? I've never asked anything of anyone ever, except some questions. And when my chat gets boring, I don't like them just waiting for me. Just be engaging. But no, I don't think it's team never sell, but I think it's team. Let's maybe take. I think it's team when you're selling, I'm buying. I think it's team like we may sell like when it's appropriate. I think it's like
No, but
team.
it's
Let's
never
talk
sell
about.
classes. The reason I say never sell, it's not to never
Oh,
sell
oh,
assets. Yeah,
classes.
I even say I'll sell
No,
Bitcoin. If I see Ethereum doing a lot
right.
better than Bitcoin, I mean, I'll start putting more money into Ethereum than Bitcoin. But
Listen, listen, I promise you, if they really want to just be like, hey, we'll buy a class, like we can work something out. If you guys insist upon it, I would rather
I
you
don't want
invest
it.
your money.
I put
I
everything
don't want
free
to
on YouTube. So team
right,
never sell
but
out.
listen,
We're like,
just hang out, right? Hang out, chill, invest your money. Listen, hey, if you ever take my advice and you make big time money, listen, if you want to buy me a dinner, fantastic. But if you are on TikTok and it's, hey, let's go to Discord,
yeah.
hit me on this, hit me, no,
If
and no.
someone's like, don't sell
Listen,
horses, that's lame. But you know what? I don't think it's lame because I built my net worth in real estate and stocks without buying classes. And I feel like a lot of people, like it's a big business where people don't really want to sell you good content because they know they can make money on you. And like that rich dad, poor dad, Robert Kiyosaki, he's not even a good real estate
yes,
investor. He's just good at like convincing you guys that he's smart. And I don't know,
right.
like I feel like if you start selling classes, it's not necessarily you're not encouraging people to put that money in the market. You're encouraging them to buy more bogus
Yep,
classes so they can feel better. It
right,
should be invested.
right.
Your money should be invested.
I think I've been somewhat of the consensus that if somebody has 2 hours of their day on a Tuesday to sit with you for $100, they probably do not know what they're doing on their computer. So they understand how to play you, but they don't understand how to play the market. So just give that some thought.
Yeah, I totally agree. So it's free on the internet. It's free on the internet. So I don't know. I don't think it's unnecessary.
I
But
told hey wait, I actually have a new idea where I think that it may be more. I think we could blow up on TikTok. Now somebody said no redhead. If we can find like really two cute blondes and a cute brunette, just give them an earpiece and we will feed them, right? But I think we could have like 1 million views constantly, consistently. I think it's our faces
so I
that
had
are
these
messing it up.
two cute blondes actually do like a live stream. They called in randomly and they were pumping like scam coins and shit stocks. It was so funny.
Yeah, dude, dude. I, I I had one last night, right? I go on her live. I just asked her two simple questions, and she said, I hate the old white guys on the internet trolling me. And it's like, no. Listen, you're talking about shit. Like you're talking, and like, yeah, it sucks, dude. It sucks. My chats, but my viewers love you. My viewers love you. My viewers love my I really enjoy our conversation. Some of our friends, my viewers love you guys. Guys, we got Cena Dean right here on our live. back from the gym, looking. He's answering all your health. He's answering all your health questions. Should you be in the pool? Should you be taking vitamin C? Should you be buying ETF? Look at this here. He's on his USD. Me and Nerd Finance were talking about this. We like. I think he was trying. He can answer so many questions mathematically. He's having trouble with this one.
Well, I mean, it kind of makes sense. So you know what rehypothecation is, right? So it's like when you put in $100 in a bank, they're able to generate, what is it, $1,000 of loan. And I think the reason they're
Right.
able to pay that 9% is because your dollars are being rehypothecated. And then remember, they don't lend to just Americans, right? The dollar is actually, the digital dollar is very, very popular in foreign countries that don't want to get crushed by inflation. So there's a lot
Gotcha.
of demand for these digital dollars outside of the US. And you don't have to deal with the SWIFT network. You know how like the SWIFT banking network is really slow. So I
Mm-hmm.
do feel like this 9% will last for a very long time because there's a demand for dollars and there's a demand for stable coin. Do you want to give me your thoughts on AMC? I get free popcorn because I have shares.
Listen, dude, dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was looking at some SEC filings on AMC. I am really concerned for the shareholders.
I bought it for
I
three
don't want to
dollars.
like go.
I bought it for $3 and I paper handed. I actually sold. Once again, I got to be honest with you guys. I sold 980 shares at $14, and so I have 20 shares that I'm holding to the moon.
Listen, some of the stuff that I'm seeing, I want to make sure I'm right before I share it. There's some really sketchy stuff going with that share offering and the price it was offered at. And now I want you guys to know if you how when did you buy your shares?
Oh shoot! I bought them in like January.
Okay,
That's when you
is
could get
if
it for
you own
$3.
listen to me. If you own shares of AMC on June 2nd, you have an upcoming vote as a shareholder.
I
Did you
have
know that?
I have 20 shares.
If you own shares of AMC on June 2nd, you have an upcoming vote. I think it's on the 16th of whether to issue 25 more million shares. So if you own shares of AMC and you had them on June 2nd or prior, you have to vote no on issuing these 25 million shares. Like for sure 100%. I want to verify all the information I was looking at this morning, but I'm seeing some funny shit. What up, Courtney? What's up? All these chicks laughing. What's going on here? Investing, guys. We got Cena Dean on. What's going on with you? Where's Annie at?
Making dinner or
Annie's
lunch.
usually
She's making food right now. She's cooking.
fantastic. Is she a good cook?
Of course, healthy
Oh
too.
man, my healthy, very nice.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm not sure where you vote, Courtney, but I know if you are a shareholder, you had to be a shareholder on June 2nd. But there's an upcoming vote to release another 25 million shares, and I'm telling you, I'm seeing something really really funny in some of these filings. I have a filing number right here on my notebook that caught my eye, and I was like, what something's off here. I don't want to go, dude. I'm telling you, there is something really 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 off.
So other than AMC, is there other stocks that we want to talk about or we're watching?
I I we had Nerd Finance on it now. An interesting number that he pointed out to me. He's 45% in ETFs.
Which ones? What ETFs is he in?
He's never specific. He's very vague. But I thought that was an incredibly large percentage for and he did have some tax implication. I know he's a little bit more hesitant to jump in, but that large percentage stuck out to me. But we talked about China is undervalued, and I think I'm
How about India?
I love.
If I was going to go invest in a market, obviously I put some money in China, but I think you should consider there's ETFs that invest in India. The one that I like is INDA. INDA, check it out. And then there's a small cap one that's had better growth. I'm gonna have to like look at my portfolio, but one of them for sure is yeah, INDA. There we go. What's up, Loudmine? I keep texting one of the guys in my live stream to do a duel. We got to do a duel. We haven't done one. But yeah, INDA ETF. I think I'm bullish on that, along with the Chinese CQQQ.
The problem I have with India is their currency scares me. It fluctuates
But
way
now
too.
they got the
And now,
digital dollar. They can go now and they can get the digital dollar. So you can do business and not
wait,
deal with it.
didn't you mention Loudmine earlier?
Yeah, yeah. He's in my live stream right now. What's up? Have you ever done a live stream with him? I would do a dual live with Loudmine. I actually enjoyed talking to him. He lives in Canada, but really smart guy. Super
Really?
into crypto. He knows his crypto very well.
Listen. If you, we could. I've never met him, so if he wants to jump on here, guys, we're on here with Cena Dean. You guys all know him. He is a very knowledgeable person with leveraging your assets. And we have a Loudmine. What's up? I don't think we can do a 3-way. Courtney, Courtney. I don't think we can 3-way live on TikTok.
Skype. You can do it
I
on
don't think so.
Skype, but then we'd have to get off this live stream. I think in the future, TikTok will update it. I think they're going to eventually update it and do 4 screens. It makes sense that you can eventually do 4 screens.
Yeah, but
Give TikTok
it,
some time.
it's kind of tough. But I know you mentioned your friend earlier. I know you mentioned that Nerd Finance should come on with him. And I should if anybody in my chat knows who this is, type it out because it seems like Dean thinks it's somebody you guys should follow and maybe get his perspective as well. So behave, yeah, that's it. Learning, but yeah, no, listen, that's not. Listen, we want a 3-way TikTok talk about finances, guys. Don't get crazy on a Sunday. You guys are nuts. You guys are nuts. So, dude, what do you want? I know you scaled back out of some stuff last week as well. I've been scaling back on stuff. You said what I'm watching this week. I'm watching for a pullback. I'm not gonna lie to you.
We'll see what
I'm
happens,
really
man.
really watching for a pullback.
It's good to have cash that pays 9% if you're waiting for a pullback.
Listen, I am going to see this for myself. I finally got things in play, and yeah, I'm very curious to see how that works.
Yeah, we'll
I
see what
I'm,
happens.
I am a bit nervous that they're going to scale back the interest rate,
I don't think so. I
but
think if that's going to happen, they said late end of the year. So I don't think they're going to touch the interest rate, especially with Biden trying to pass like all his like infrastructure stuff. I don't think they raise rates till the end of next year, but most likely 2022. I don't think they're going to touch the rates. Ooh, this is a good topic. See what the
what's up?
president of El Salvador announced about Bitcoin.
I think that person was in my live. I don't like I it's I mean that announcement was made Friday. It didn't move the market.
Have you read the book
And
Rich Dad Poor Dad, or have you heard of it?
I've read the footnotes.
Okay, and you know who
I,
Robert Kiyosaki is, correct?
yes.
So what are your views on him?
I think it seemed like kind of like I'm not sure how to word it correctly. Like salesman-y.
Yeah. So, for
Um,
example, he recommends gold and silver, and then he steers you to his gold and silver business, so he makes money
right,
on
right,
you. Like
right.
that's the
I
problem
mean,
with
it was
most influencers on TikTok. Their advice becomes a conflict of interest because they eventually need to sell you stuff to make money on you. Um, and that's fine and fair, but I guess where I draw the line in the sand is like, if I'm really good at investing, I don't need to make money on my audience.
okay.
Right?
So even more importantly, that we should be trying to find the next trend, not the one. We shouldn't be trying to. I mean, if something is uptrending, it's different. But if something is like popular or something is um we should be looking for the undervalued next big thing, not what somebody
I
has
think, okay, let's
written a
talk
book
about that.
about. Go ahead.
I think the next big undervalued thing is marijuana stocks. I think that Bitcoin, obviously you guys saw the run with crypto, but I think that the only thing that might grow faster than crypto, I feel like will be marijuana stocks.
I just don't agree. I I I I, I per,
Have you ever
perhaps
taken CBD? Have you ever used CBD?
let's say hypothetically that I have been using marijuana since I was like 13 years old.
Okay.
Let's say let's say hypothetically,
Okay.
perhaps that I always didn't used to buy and sell stocks. Perhaps I used to buy and sell something else. Perhaps I'm somebody who is very knowledgeable about this as a commodity, have held it and all this stuff. I don't like it long term. But the concession that I have made is perhaps the thing that I did undervalue was the value in hemp that I always knew and I reconsidered recently.
Yeah.
So perhaps commodity it had better value than maybe I had thought about just as but I've told you for a while, I think that Altria is the play.
So this is
Like
great. Someone actually put this up, and I forgot to mention this. You know, Amazon is pushing to get it federally legalized. Amazon.
I know. So, but so like I have my chat is blowing up. Yo, listen, I know what you guys want to talk about. It. Listen, I'm relaxing too. It's Sunday. Cheers to you guys. So we can talk a little bit
While you
about
do that,
the.
I'm gonna go smoke some weed because it's legal in California. I don't drink. Drinking's bad for
It's
you.
legal in New York.
I know.
Listen,
Actually, I'm gonna come visit you in New York so we could go out and smoke a joint legally. I want to do that.
I am not as comfortable bringing on something on the TikTok live that I hypothetically may
I
or
got
may not
banned,
have.
by the way. I want.
But
I got banned one time, but it's because you know what the dab is? Those dab rigs. I brought out the blowtorch, and I think someone thought I was doing crack.
no, the health nutties in the pool. But Courtney, so wait, if you want to talk about that sector, let's differentiate. SNDL is not the play, and we just talked about SNDL being down to like the 70 cent range, and maybe like if you could pick. And I don't encourage penny stocks at all, but SNDL has had these runs. But
Someone's saying that marijuana stocks are penny stocks, but here's the deal: I don't invest in individual marijuana stocks. I do the ETF. I feel like the marijuana ETF is a great way to be diversified. That way you get some hemp, because it's not just marijuana, it's hemp, it's like
I'm
the growing products. So MJ and
I
YOLO. Have you ever heard of the ETF MJ or YOLO?
no
You guys got to buy
you never
YOLO,
mentioned.
dude. If you guys like my YOLO Bitcoin, you got to buy the YOLO ETF.
But the problem that I would have with an ETF in that sector is I think there's going to be a few clear winners. Okay, imagine 2000 with tech. So there were a majority of them that were just wiped out, and then you had just a few clear winners that proceed. I think this sector will go the same way. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
But no, I got you.
And
I got you.
it it would most likely come from a company that will buy out buy out a couple of these and really merge something like if it is going to be a sector, somebody will firm it up and it'll
Yeah.
probably come from some bigger money. That's my thought.
I'm gonna give a shout out to Javi. He's like, come to Michigan and I'll spark up and we'll talk crypto and stocks. I used to do that, man. I love doing live streams, when I'm stoned. But yeah, I guess psychedelics are legal in Oregon, and so I guess psychedelic stocks will also be a play. But for me, I would rather be diversified. And once again, you know that I like to borrow, right? I'm the borrowing guy. The problem is marijuana stocks, the margin is really bad. But if you do
Right.
the ETF, the margins are actually pretty good. You can borrow up to like 75% with some of the marijuana ETFs. So I
Are,
would
are,
rather own the
are,
ETF so I can borrow on my shares. Go ahead.
are, are, are you in? Are you in both of those?
Yeah, I'm in
YOLO,
YOLO
YOLO.
and MJ. My YOLO's been doing better performance wise than MJ, but I mean, I
Okay.
think they're pretty much the same.
I know the sector had a really good week. I'm suspicious that it's like meme stock week. AMC is a sector that I'm very uncomfortable with.
I'm a
I'll be honest with
hodler. I bought most of my marijuana ETFs like a year ago during the coronavirus crash, and I haven't sold any of it. I'm just going to hodl, but I feel like long term, if you can hold those ETFs, I don't know about individual stocks because there's risks, but there is one individual stock I love, and it's called Planet 13. And the only reason is because if you go to Vegas, everywhere there's ads for Planet 13.
you. Got
I've
you.
been holding and
Um,
they're worth crap. I guess yeah, the performance on marijuana stocks, but you got to be able to hold long term. I still think if you can hold long term, that you'll be able to print some tendies. You just got to be a hodler.
I'm not for me. I'm not sure. I'm not sure like what sector you would put it in. So if it were to start to be classed as a commodity, I would like it a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Like if you were to really start to consider the hemp use, which I'm sure there's a ton of people in here on a Sunday at 3:40 New York time that understand what hemp is. The hemp is the majority of the plant. If it were considered a commodity and put into more industrial use, I would like it a whole lot more. I would like to see it turn a little more that way than like
Need
recreational or
Amazon
fun or
because we do have a plastic problem. I don't know if you have Netflix. Do you have a Netflix account? Do
Netflix. No,
Uh, if anyone here has a Netflix account, you should watch the Netflix show. It's called like Seaspiracy. But plastics are like really killing our oceans. And to be able to go into hemp packaging and it's biodegradable, I think that's the future.
you said do I have a net? Do I never watch Netflix. I don't watch TV. I don't watch movies.
Just live
I'm not
stream.
somebody.
You're like my hero. People like are like, "Oh, you live stream." I'm like, "Man, like follow Stock Market Daddy. He live streams all the time and he's always got content. He's always got something to
Dude,
talk about."
listen. Like for anybody who's like, hey, I don't have 1,000 viewers. Like I grind at this shit, and I do it the right way. I don't pop titties. I don't pop booty. I don't pop AMC. I'm talking about some real basic, nonsensical stuff that is slow motion money. Listen, I've always been willing to put in the work. My chat is blowing up here. I have a whole bunch of look at these guys here having issues. Commenting again. No, you're good, Faz. You're good. We're on here with Dean. Yup, it's nuts. Look at all you guys. Blow it up. Blow it up. Courtney is here. Courtney always comes on when you are on for sure.
Mhm.
Thoughts on Palantir? Not my thing. SNDL.
I
Guys
like
are blowing up.
Palantir. There's a new YouTube video you guys should watch. If you're investing in Palantir, they just posted a video on the YouTube channel for Palantir. I highly recommend you watch it because a lot of us don't know what Palantir is and what it does. But if you watch that video, it does a really good job of explaining it. But the problem is I don't understand supply chains. So if any of you guys actually works in the logistics and supply chain industry, can you go look at the video that Palantir just released? I think it's like 2 days old because it explains how Palantir is used for the supply chains and logistics. But I don't have that level of understanding. But at least now I understand a little bit more of the use case of Palantir. Do you have any opinions on Palantir or no? Have you?
I, 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 I don't like it.
Why?
I have been I for me, I have been like super. I've spent probably the past 20 days like I've been talking to you for weeks, right? Apple. Like I'm waiting for it, but I've been super focused on maybe like five stocks, and it may be wrong, but for me, I'm super expecting a pullback in the market. I've talked about it with all of my viewers. I think it's coming like in the next 8 days. I'm not trying to sketch anybody out, but for me, I feel like there's a pullback. I think a stock like Palantir is just not like for like maybe there's an opportunity coming here like the next week or so, but I have been very very reserved to invest, and I don't want to be in anything that's like speculative or I've been very very reserved
So what are your
as
five
I'm coming.
stocks? If you think, and by the way, I don't think Palantir is speculative because they have a lot of business with governments. Palantir has a lot of government contracts, and they actually got in trouble because they were working with like Homeland Security, and they were like deporting people. They're using the information to deport people.
No no
But I
no
do agree on
no
saving for a dip. But what five
no
stocks
no.
are you looking at?
App, Apple. Hold on. I will I, I I will give you one that I've said already. Apple. Okay. Apple. I'm growing more and more confident that Apple is going to be a steal. Like for sure. I wanted to come down just a touch. All right. There like wait when when you talk about Palantir, right? All right. When you say, hey, they have these contracts, right? Okay. Here's your stock, right?
Mhm.
Contracts, right?
With the government
That
too.
that
Having business with the government
right,
is always good.
but that right here, it's already priced in, right?
That's
And you keep
true.
hearing about it. I am looking for things that are in a decline.
Okay. So you're looking at
Like
Apple. What else are you looking at? Apple, CVS you mentioned, right?
no. CVS was strictly for our dollar cost averaging. Like
Do you
I
like Apple? Do you like
the
DraftKings?
that is also on our list here. You know that I like DraftKings going into August. Like if you're gonna buy draft, you could buy DraftKings right now if you hold it to August. I think perhaps like you have to go into August September. You have to get the hype around it. Workhorse, no. Workhorse is no. Palantir, you guys are you whole bunch of like for me right now. Like I would definitely want something at value, and I want to pull back. I was actually surprised with their finance. I'm in more cash than him.
Wow. So I'm the one that's like over leveraged and over optimistic.
No, no, no. I am very optimistic, but I personally feel that there is a bigger dip coming than perhaps other people.
Okay. All I
I,
know is I'm
I
glad I have my AMC shares because I get free popcorn. I'm gonna go to the movie with Annie, and I'm gonna be like, I own AMC. Give me some free popcorn.
I think fucked on your AMC. Everybody who's on AMC, I'm telling you right now, I'm calling it. I'm seeing something really. Wait, oh, I will share one thing with you. I'll share one thing with your viewers. Okay, hold on. I'll pull it back up there. Hold on. I have the number. Filing number. SCC filing number 333 255546. Look it up if you want.
All right.
Tinfoil. Little tinfoil. Little Sunday tinfoil. It looks funny as fuck, dude.
All right. Now we know, guys. Go look at it. Let me know. Do your research. Come back and let us know in the chat.
Free popcorn. Courtney, you eyeing me or you eyeing D? What's going on
Oh,
here?
you know basketball,
Courtney,
right? You follow basketball, NBA?
I I don't want to get overly political, but I love basketball. I coached youth basketball for many years. I didn't like how political basketball got. You want to hear my best? Wait. You want to hear my basketball opinion? I know you're gonna
Okay.
hate it.
What?
I fuck it. I'm a Knicks fan. That's
Yeah.
been a shitty 30 years. Fuck you. I love the Lakers. Fuck LeBron. Let him fucking retire. Walking off the fucking court 4 minutes left in the game.
Can you?
Lakers done.
Yeah. Okay, I'm watching right now the Clippers and the Mavericks game 7. I've been a season ticket
Okay.
holder for the Clippers for 7 years. No, since 2011. I finally got rid of my
Okay.
tickets as last year because I was like, you know what, they're jinxed. They're never gonna win. So it's gonna be hilarious if they win it this year. But yeah, I decided
I
not to renew my season tickets because I was just tired of the Clippers choking. The Clippers are
I
being the
I
redheaded stepchild and constantly choking. What's the filing
I
number? People want to know the filing number for the SEC thing.
listen. You. I tell everybody have a pen and paper ready when we're on live. I'll give it one more time.
Yeah, take a
Three three
screenshot.
three.
He'll write it down. He'll put it on. It'll be you have to
No.
write it backwards.
333-255546. Look it up.
There you guys
Put
go.
put the together. I would rather talk about basketball. I have been coming to Brooklyn since I was 16 years old for 24 years. Brooklyn is the squad right now.
Yeah, they're probably gonna win
Undeniable.
it. I mean, if Kevin Durant's
Who
healthy, they're gonna win.
probably probably
Yeah, the West is all beat up
really?
this year.
Wait. Who do you like?
I mean, if the Clippers survive, the Clippers. If the Clippers don't survive, maybe Dallas, maybe Chris Paul. So,
Who no, pick one. Pick one.
oh, who do I like the most? Probably the Clippers if they survive this.
Really?
Yeah, because they always
The,
choke. Kawhi should have never left Toronto. You're right. He should have stayed. But who wants to live in
the,
Toronto when you can live in Southern California? Like if you're a Californian, it's really hard to live in cold weather. You know, we're not used to it, man. We're warm. We're warm weather fans. Okay. Like I could do Arizona.
I'm
I could do Miami. I don't know if I could do Toronto. I love
Texas.
Toronto though
Texas.
in the summer. Like I would visit Toronto. I would stay in Toronto in the summer. But I don't know about the winners. I don't know if I could do the winners.
Oh
So
no.
someone wants you to repeat that filing number again.
No. Listen. You got
You're
it
gonna
two
have to go. Hey,
times.
you need to go to his live stream instead of asking me because I don't even know the filing number. You need to leave my live stream and go into his live stream, and then you can just
Listen.
keep asking for the filing number.
I I I have given it twice. You can absorb what you want out of it, but if you are an AMC stockholder, I would be minorly concerned.
I have
All
20
I'm saying.
shares and I'm not gonna sell it. I'm a gorilla. My 20 shares, I'm holding it to the moon, and I want
I
my free
I am
popcorn.
to be honest with you, you're free popcorn.
I think it's
I am
bogus
not
though.
sure.
I don't think you can. I'm gonna go into the movie theater and demand free popcorn because I'm gonna be like, I keep seeing these memes of free popcorn, and then when you go on the website, it's like there's like, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think they're hustling people
What
because I'm literally holding my shares for the free popcorn.
Dean? When was the last time you've been to a movie?
Andy and I went to a movie like last week.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
yeah.
Okay. How like how was it? Like was it packed? Like, was it
Fully
busy? Like
Yeah, it was fully. It was like all the seats were taken, which kind of sucked. But it was still cool, like going back to a movie theater. Um, but I don't know. Like I think AMC will recover. I think that like people will always go to movies. I mean, I also own Cinemark. In case if one of them goes bankrupt, then the other one should go up, right? So I got AMC and Cinemark. How come the
I
short
would
short people don't short Cinemark? I want to see a short squeeze on Cinemark.
be
Oh, that's
I
bogus. You have to be in the top 10 of retail investors to get the perks. That's bogus. Anyone who owns shares should get the perks. That's bogus.
wait wait what?
They're saying that you have to be in the top 10 of retail investors to get like the free popcorn. I'm just gonna ask. I'm gonna go to AMC and I have like a screenshot of my shares and I'm gonna go to them and just be like, look, I'm a shareholder. At one point, I bailed you guys out because I bought 1,000 shares, and you should
Right,
you should
right.
you should give me free popcorn.
I think I think honestly, like if you show up, you should just like pull up your TikTok
Yeah.
because obviously you're VIP. They don't know you.
I'm still waiting to use that. I want to use that when I have to wait in line somewhere and be like, "Yo, I got a TikTok following. Let me cut the line." But I wouldn't do that. I don't want to be that douchey guy, to be honest. I don't want to do that. The only
Yeah,
time I'm going to be a douche is on my TikTok videos because they get more views. But I don't like being a douche in real life. I'll do it for the
somebody
algorithm.
somebody somebody said earlier, like sometimes you're a douche and sometimes you're a nice guy.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't think this is somebody who you should pay attention to if he's a nice guy or a bad guy. Is he making you money? Is the things he's saying making sense? That should be your only issue.
Yeah.
Fucking Cordy. Cordy's here. What is fucking chat? I'm sorry. I cannot keep up with the chat here.
Yeah. So people are interested about the borrowing under 1%, the 66 grand for 36 bucks. So check out Interactive
Mm.
Brokers and Raven Patel. Just let people know when they ask the same question. Just let them know it's Interactive Brokers. You click on my profile link. Um, this is a funny post,
If
but
dude, if if it's not the Cheeto popcorn, then it's not worth it. So
that exists. Cheeto popcorn.
Cheetos. What is that? Cheetos popcorn. Cheetos.
Yeah.
I've never. I love Cheetos. That they're not good for you. I love popcorn, but damn, Cheetos popcorn.
All right, guys, I'm
Total
gonna let you
finance.
guys know. I'm gonna go to AMC with Annie sometime this week, and we're gonna try to get that free popcorn. So I will let you know if they honor it. Okay, I'm gonna try.
No. If you go hit it live,
Okay, I'll go live. Okay, guys, I'll do that. I'll go live and I'll ask for popcorn.
tell them that you have AMC shareholders on the live, right?
Uh,
What's up?
I have gorillas, right? What's why do they say it's gorillas? What? Because like they say the AMC holders are all gorillas.
No, apes.
Apes. There you go.
Apes. I didn't understand it at first, but it's from the movie the remake of Planet of the Apes. I don't know who there's a guy who's very famous for his motion picture technology. I'm not sure his name. Somebody throw it on the chat. But there was a famous quote from that: "Apes strong together," and it was like
Yeah.
a first. So it's a very basic term, but but why, Gordon? I see you there. Wait, hold on. What am I missing here? Wait a second.
Yeah. So.
Nah,
Uh,
what's up?
Loudmine, you're in Canada and you're able to borrow on Interactive Brokers. So I'm going to assume if you're able to borrow from Canada, you can probably borrow from the United Kingdom, but I don't know. The best way to figure that out is go to the Interactive Brokers website.
Gorilla grip. Hold like glue. I would be cautious holding like glue if you're an AMC. I would maybe try to take a little bit of profit. It can be my goodness.
That's awesome. So let's just say Loudmine is getting 1.5%. So that means if he was borrowing $10,000, it would cost him $150 a year. So you divide that by 12. That means it cost him $10 to borrow 10 grand. Oh, nice.
Wow.
You got someone who actually got it. Yeah, man, that's crazy how low the interest rates are with Interactive Brokers and how cheap it is to borrow. So hey, Loudmind, when you get a chance, I definitely need to do a live stream with you so we can talk about
No,
you
no,
borrowing
no, no.
under. Huh?
Bro, Loud Mind, you're up, bro. I know he has. I've heard his name enough. He has 1,000 followers. He's up. Let's go.
I was gonna tell
Loud
him,
Mind.
you guys want to talk about it? Because I was gonna go to the gym. I mean, I can do a double live with him, really like a short one, but I got to go to the gym. I didn't
Five.
go to the gym today.
Fucking back to the gym. Get the fuck. You
I
just
went
swam. Shut
swimming.
the
I
fuck
went
up.
swimming. Now I got to go to the gym and work on my jump shot.
Oh, real love.
Good
We're
luck to the
chilling.
Clippers.
Loud.
If my 3-point shot gets better, the Clippers will play better.
Listen. Loud Mind is on. The people have been calling. Loud Mind. Loud Mind. You up? 5 minutes.
Yeah, hey, Loudmind, you want to come on and talk about your Interactive Brokers? Because like literally everyone in my chat is asking like, how do I borrow? How do I borrow? How do I borrow? And it's like Interactive
Talk,
Brokers.
talk about it. What's up?
So
Yes, he's game. I know he's game. He should be.
not responding. He's probably AFK. He probably went to go make a sandwich.
No, he's probably fixing his hair right now and popping his collar, and
Yeah, he said he's down.
he
So all right, cool. So yeah,
down.
I'll do a double live with him,
Yeah,
and if you guys want, when I'm done with my double live, you should consider following Stock Market Daddy. Jump on his live
thank,
stream.
thank you.
Someone's like, my Mavs are gonna take your Clippers today. To be honest, they should, because the
No,
Clippers are the best at choking. No franchise is better
yep.
at choking than the Clippers. And then
Hey,
yeah, I wish there was triple live, man.
I,
Actually, or quadruple live.
I, I, I will take that Clippers Dallas bet. But hey, everybody who's on with me, follow Cena Dean. I'm so curious to watch this. Let's go, guys. Come on. I'm ending my follow him.
All right, Loudmine, it's your turn. Go ahead and invite me. Buy AMC to the moon. If you're gonna say, I thought we're gonna do a double live. Leave the leave the live stream and invite me. You guys can't hear me? I might have to restart this. All right, let me know if the volume is better. Yeah, just when you leave the live stream, I have to like turn my phone on and off. Here we go. Hey man,
What's
good to
going
see you.
what's going on, man?
I'm watching Kawhi Leonard choke again. Watch, he's gonna choke on this game 7. You should have stayed in Toronto. You guys would have won like 5 more championships.
100%. That's why I'm kind of like sneak hating a little bit. Like I like Kawhi because he helped us win the chip, but at the same time, I'm like, why did you leave after you won a chip, man? You
Bro,
know?
if you're born in California, you're from California, you're gonna want to come back. I feel like every Californian, as much as you hate, the governor and you hate how bad the state is, eventually you're gonna want to come back.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. I get it 100%. Even just for the family
You
aspect,
ever been
the
out here?
weather, like you were saying.
You've been out to LA? Have you been out here?
No, no, the closest I've
Yeah.
been is Vegas. I have a buddy that lives in Vegas.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's only like 3 hours, 4 hours from Vegas, but yeah, if you ever come out here, let me know. Mikasa Sukasa.
All right, man. Sounds good. Sounds good. Vice versa. If you're ever in Toronto, you
Yeah,
just
no,
got to make sure it's a summer. That's all.
yeah. I only come in the summer. I hate cold weather. But let's talk about Interactive Brokers. How long have you been with Interactive Brokers? And like, tell us about your experience with borrowing on margin. Because a lot of people don't understand how cheap it is to borrow and how is it tax deductible in Canada? Your mortgage.
Yep.
It is okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm with IB. So I could tell you kind of like how I started. So before I knew kind of what you could do with margin, I started trading stocks in 2009. And then what I what I did was kind of riskier. So I actually took lines of credit, right? So I had line of credit and I invested into, and I lost a bunch of money too when I first started, but I was paying like 6% on
Wow,
my line of credit.
wow.
Yeah.
Instead of 1.5.
So you have to big time, man. Yeah,
By the way, have you heard about
yeah.
the infinite money hack where you take as much money as you can out of Interactive Brokers and then you put it in a US dollar coin?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I did the
yeah.
math. So I have a $66,000 loan with Interactive Brokers and I pay $36 of interest. So in order to cover that $36 of interest, I just have to put $5,000 in the US dollar coin and then the rest of the money I'm borrowing for free.
That's amazing. That's
You tried
crazy.
this, by the way? Or you
I
can't do Voyager? Can you do Voyager in Canada, or it's not available?
I don't use Voyager.
Try it
Um,
out, man. You should try it out.
yeah, I haven't tried it.
You get $25 of free
What I'm
Bitcoin
trying.
if you sign up, and I get $25 of free Bitcoin.
I'll definitely use your link then, man, for
Okay,
sure.
cool, cool. Thank me later. The minimum is $100. You have to have a minimum of $100 to get the 9% interest. Voyager is not accepting new accounts right
Yeah.
now, but get on the wait list. You might as well get on the wait list, guys, because eventually, you
hmm
will. And then there's Blockify too.
What I'm
Go ahead.
Blockify. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, no, I was just gonna say like for yields right now, I'm trying and I'm using smaller amounts right now, but I'm using Pancake Swap. So I'm trying
Ooh.
to be yeah, being
Yeah,
a
I heard
liquidity
that's
provider for
crazy.
Pancake Swap right
I
now.
heard it's crazy the yields on Pancake Swap.
Yeah. 123% right now APY. It started
Wow.
off 147%. Yeah. It's crazy. I have 1500 in it right now and I've made about 30 bucks or something like that total
Wow.
so far.
Okay.
So, and I just started doing it. So it's I don't want to put a lot in because I'm still unsure about it. I just started doing it, because the high APY is like traditionally in your mind you're like, okay, high APY, there's got to be a problem here, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah,
Sorry.
it's kind of a little hello.
Hello.
So it's kind of a high. It's kind of a little scary to the mind, but it's hard because crypto. The thing with crypto that's a little
Why don't
different, especially
you
with Pancake Swap, when it's a
why don't you try to be like a bond fund? You know how there's like bond funds, so you have less risk. So why don't you open up like a Voyager? You get 9%. Open up what's it called? Celsius will pay you 8%, and then get a Blockify that pays you 8%, and then you kind of like use all of them, and then that way, if there is a hack or if there isn't like a payout, you're diversified. So like you're like hypothetically taking less risk, like a bond ETF.
yeah, that's a good point. And put like higher percentages into the USD tether coins.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The minimum balance to borrow on Interactive Brokers is $2,000. Any of them, Robinhood, the minimum is two grand to borrow. But yeah, try it
yeah.
out. I'll send you the
Do you
link,
have
or they're on my profile too if you click on my profile. But here, actually, I'll bring up the background. Hold on, I'm gonna pull up the links really quick so you can see them. Give me one sec.
sure? How do you do that? How do you bring up something in the background when you're on live? I still don't know how to do that.
What you do is I'm going to teach you how to do it. Let's do it together so you know how to do it. Because you know what's funny? The other guy, Stock Market Daddy, he's always in his basement. I'm like, bro, you look like a bum. Like, change your background to something cool so you don't look like a bum? So,
I was gonna put mine all the construction going on behind me. There you go.
oh, there you go. Yeah. And so if you have $2,000, usually you can borrow 50% of the value of your stocks. So if you have $2,000 of Facebook or Amazon, they'll lend you $1,000 at 1.5%. But okay, so hit that wand. Okay, look at
Okay.
your TikTok. Do you see the wand right next
Yeah.
to the arrow? You're
Okay.
gonna hit that wand,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna click on the
Yeah.
effects. You see the effects button, and then there
Yeah.
should be a picture, like a picture pointing down. You see the picture in the
Yeah. The
photo?
green one.
Yeah, click on that, and now change your background. Now click on one of those photos. Click on one of the photos that suggests.
Gotcha.
So just
Okay.
use
I
a
just have
random
one from the
picture.
last video I
Yeah,
did.
there you go. See, now we can talk about stuff too. So you can bring up articles. You see that?
Ah,
How cool is
the
that?
El Salvadorian accept Bitcoin. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And so what I do is, when you're on like Instagram and you're on these news things, I just take
Uh,
screenshots. And then like when you're doing your lives and you run out of like stuff to talk about, boom, you just, you can go to your screenshots and then boom, like new backgrounds come.
hmm Yeah, that's cool. I knew you could do it in videos. I just didn't know you could do it in the live. That's cool.
Yeah, yeah. Try it out. It's a really cool feature, and I'm sure there's other stuff too. And then like I know some people don't like doing double lives. They don't like showing their face. So I just tell people go ahead and just change your background to like this, and then it's just your voice. You know what I
hmm
mean? So if you
hmm
if you're camera shy and you want to do a double live with me, you can just just set like a gorilla or like a monkey or I don't know, whatever you want your background to be.
Monkey.
You
So
can beautify your face too. You can so if you don't if you don't like your face, you can beautify it.
yeah, yeah, it's a Chinese app. It's a Chinese
That's
app, so
hilarious.
they do all that. Who needs plastic surgery when you can use like portfolio stuff?
That's hilarious. Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
you guys were talking about Palantir earlier too, right?
yeah, yeah, he was not very bullish on Palantir.
Yeah. If it's short term, I understand the concern for sure. Like the whole market, there's a little bit of a concern short term. But long term, I'm definitely bullish on Palantir.
But I'm telling people that want to be bears, if you want to be a bear, it's okay because you can get 9% on the US dollar. If you want to be a bear, just don't be the bear that sits on cash and gets zero. Don't give your money to the bank and then the bank makes all the money and you get zero. Find a bank that pays you a yield and then you can just sit on your cash. And even if you don't buy the dip, you're still getting 9%. You're beating inflation. You just need to make more than 3%, right? 3 to 5% to beat inflation.
Yeah, and I think it was 4.6%. Well, that's the CPI too. That's not the CPI is ridiculous too. The way that they weight it with the basket is not accurate at all. They don't even have housing in there. Like, how's that not a cost of living?
It's so they don't
Like,
have to pay old people.
it's what, sorry?
So they don't have to pay old people social because like the CPI it determines how much they have to pay Social Security. So
Hmm.
that's why. Yeah, if you're getting 0.5% in savings, consider getting a Voyager. They'll pay you 9%, and we both get $25 of free Bitcoin. And then people are still asking, how much can you borrow with $2,000 on Interactive Brokers? If you have good stock, it's 50%, so it would be $1,000. Yeah, they give you loans on ARK
Yeah.
too. If you have, for example, $10,000 of ARK ETF, they'll give you
Oh,
$5,000
ARC.
at 1% interest. So yeah, I
Yeah.
recommend if you're not like into like trading and individual stocks, ETFs are the way to go. And then instead of selling your ETFs whenever you need cash, just get a loan. Get a loan on your ETF because most ETFs will outperform 1.5%, right? You can pick any
Yeah.
ETF, like most Vanguard ETFs will do way better than 1.5%. So you can pull cash out
Yeah,
on them. You don't
100%.
have to worry about it. So it's not a problem.
I would say the only thing is if people are looking to margin, say I don't know, say it's a $2,000, I would be cautious with the 50% margin if you're depending on what you're putting it in, especially if it's
Yeah,
like AMC or something, because you get a swing
yeah,
and get margin called.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you should, if you're going to do it in the beginning, I would do it in stable coins. Because that way, if for whatever reason you're about to get a margin call, you can just take your money out of the stable coins and pay down your margin debt. So,
yeah,
yeah, if someone's like, I'm depositing money every week on Voyager and Blockify, suck it from my bank. Yeah, exactly. Because the banks take advantage of you. They charge you fees. And do they do that in Canada? I wonder if they're as bad in Canada. Are banks allowed to like charge you like a $40 overdraft fee? Are they allowed to do stuff like this?
yeah, man. Yep, yep. They call it a NF NF NF. It's non-sufficient funds is what
Yeah.
I forget what the acronym is, but yeah, that's what it is. The
Bank
charge.
of America now for their minimum balance on their business accounts, it's $5,000. If you don't have more than $5,000 in Bank of America, they charge you a $20 fee every month to bank with them. So yeah, I'm like I'm trying to get
It's
everyone here
crazy.
to unbank. Everyone here, don't bank. Like I mean, obviously you have a little bit money in the bank, but like literally your money should be in crypto, stocks, or any kind of asset that pays more than like 1%. Like if you're not getting at least 3% on your asset, they're stealing from you with inflation. They're just printing more money and you're losing purchasing power. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah,
$15 a month at Key Bank unless you have $10. Like literally, this is what like the banks are scammers. And this is why their CEOs make 35 million a year and have private jets. It's because they have to steal $15 from everyone a month. That's basically the banking company. Banks and insurance. They're the biggest thieves. But see, I
Yeah.
wouldn't say you put all your money in cryptocurrency because there's a lot of volatility. Like if it was me personally, I might do like 50% stocks, 25% crypto, and then maybe 25% stable coins or 5% cash or something like that. But for me personally, I feel like stocks are safer and they're easier to borrow on. So I don't know if I would want to have all of my net worth in crypto, but you guys can do. I mean, are you more crypto than your stocks, Loudmine?
No, no, I'm not. I'm probably about 80% equities and then 20% crypto.
Yeah, okay. That's like my ratio. I feel like I have about 5 times the stocks to crypto. But here's the deal. Because my crypto blew up, I'm actually closer to like 50-50. Like I feel like my crypto net worth is pretty close. I mean, no, I'm probably 60-40. But it's just because of Ethereum, man. My Ethereum blew up. And yeah. What do you
Are you
think about
staking it
gold and
for
silver?
2.0?
No, I didn't do that. I put mine on what's it called? So I have some of it on Voyager because it pays me 5.25 and I can take it out whenever I want. And then I use Celsius.
Mhm.
I also stake my Ethereum on Celsius and it pays me like 5%. 70%
Mhm.
crypto, 30% stocks. I mean, it's up to you if you really like your crypto, but I feel like most people that are like 70% crypto, they don't know how to use margin. They don't know how to borrow at 1.5%. I feel like the reason why you're more stocks is because you know how to borrow and you see like it's a huge advantage to be able to borrow at such low interest rates and you get a tax deduction.
Yeah. And it's easy to balance. Like if I end up, if my, like if the crypto goes down further and I want to put more cash from my stocks into crypto, I can, yeah, because of margin, it's easy to balance that portfolio. I can take a little bit of a loan and dump more into crypto.
What do you think of gold and silver? Do you think that they're never going to catch crypto? I think it's like they're like the old horse. Right? Do you think gold and silver will ever like have like a real bull run? I feel like the only people that push gold and silver are the people that sell you the physical gold and silver and make money on you because you hoard a bunch of. You know what's hilarious is you're gonna have all that gold and silver. It's gonna be super hard to liquidate because like no one wants to buy physical gold and silver.
Yeah. Well, so the way that I look at those markets too is I don't think, as much as I'm into crypto and Bitcoin, it's going to take a while for mass adoption because the boomers, like you got to think. So I read a stat: millennials own about 4% of the wealth in America, and the boomers own about 52%. So those boomers are not putting that 52% in Bitcoin right now, right?
Some are
So
though.
gold
You
and
have the
silver
big hedge
still have,
fund guys. The old dudes are finally doing it, right? Like the smart old guys that actually understand technology, they're putting their money into crypto. But you're right. There's still like what's his name? Charlie Munger, who's like the Bitcoins, the Bitcoin. You
yeah,
can't even call it Bitcoin.
yeah. But they collapsed all of their investments in banks except for Bank of America, and Bank of America owns 82 patents for blockchain. They have the most blockchain patents out of any publicly traded financial firm.
Wow.
Yeah,
Now, this is a funny comment. Most people who are wealthy in India own gold and real estate, but don't you think that it's going to change? I feel like because the Indian government is somewhat like authoritarian, I feel like I would rather have most of my net worth if I live in India, not in gold, because they can seize it from you, and not in real estate, because like Modi or whatever their president, you piss him off, all of a sudden all your real estate could be gone. But, if
yeah,
you have wealth in crypto, how is the government going to steal it from you? Like, but the government can steal my stocks, they can tax my stocks. There's nothing I can do. They track all of my stocks. The government can steal my
yeah,
real estate at any time. They can take it from me. There's nothing I can do. The only thing that I can freely move to China, aka KuCoin, and like not worry about the government like seizing it from me, is crypto. It's just right now you can't borrow on it at 1.5%. If I could borrow on my crypto at 1.5%, I would do it.
yeah, yeah. I think that's a big part that a lot of the Western world, Canada, America, well, just America in general, like anyone in the continent, and just the Western world, even the UK, parts of Europe, a lot of what people miss is it's not just about the Western world, right? So look at the adoption of crypto out of necessity and utility in places like Africa, places like Indonesia, places. There's certain places in the world that are adopting crypto at a faster rate than the Western world out of necessity and utility. And that's a big thing that people are missing.
Yeah, I agree. So I'm getting a lot of questions about interactive brokers, man. I don't know. Like, so can
Oh
you give
yeah.
some advice to these people? I mean, literally, you just get the account, right? Like, you're in Canada, so I mean, how hard was it
Yep.
for you to get your account?
Not hard at all. I just had to set up a Canadian account, and you can trade in different markets too with IB, which is pretty cool. I haven't done it yet, but I saw the when I was setting up the account, you have the capability to trade it in like Frankfurt, the exchange, or you can like there's tons of different exchanges all across the world that you can trade through IB, not just American or Canadian
Oh, I didn't
assets.
know that. That's really cool. But you can't do
Hmm.
crypto. Someone did ask if you can do crypto in interactive brokers. You can't. What you do is you pull cash out, right? You can pull Canadian dollars out, right? And then you take your cash and then you go to a crypto exchange like Voyager or BlockFi, and um, and then you just buy your crypto on that.
So what I was
Uh,
looking at doing,
so
what
someone's
happened?
saying he can't borrow on his margin account. You're gonna have to message them. If you have interactive
Oh,
brokers,
okay.
they actually have a button on help to do a message. You can actually message them because like I've tried calling interactive brokers and you're literally on hold forever. Um, but yeah, if you go to Interactive Brokers, the app on the help, there's a direct message and they will literally help you with whatever questions you have. Because like for example, one of my accounts was on Light, and remember at Light it's 2.5%, and then when you go to Pro, it's like 1% or 1.5%. And so I just messaged them on the app, and then they walked me through how to do everything.
Mhm.
And the loan to
Yeah,
value is
that's
depending on your stocks. Some stocks are up to 75% on Interactive Brokers. So that means if you have $1,000, they'll or $10,000, they'll lend you 7.5 grand. The fees are very
yeah.
small. Pro, do you pay any fees? If you have more than 100 grand, there's no fees. Do you pay fees with Interactive Broker? I don't pay any fees
No,
because
there's
I have
a
more
so
than 100 grand.
yeah, the fee structure's different depending on how much you have in. If you don't have a lot in, then they have like I
A
think
light.
minimum trades that you have to make us.
But you can just
Yeah.
do the light. If you guys are worried about fees, just do the light version in the beginning. And then once you have more than $50,000, by the way, are you using the stock yield program?
What's up, Tone?
They pay you to have your stocks with them, stock yield program.
Yeah, I'm not doing it right. Oh no, did I set? I think I did set it up. I forget, man. I did it a while ago. I can't because it is an option when you click on when you're setting it up to do the stock yield program or not.
Yeah.
Um,
Everything we're talking
I can't
about
remember.
everything we're talking about, because this is a good comment. All the good brokers have live chat questions where they can direct you, where you can ask questions. So literally, if I don't answer your question, um, you can go on their like live chat and they'll answer it. But anyways, the stock yield, the way it works is let's just say hypothetically I have 100 grand of stocks. As long as I don't do any options or any of that stuff on my stocks, they will pay me 4.5% a year. So if I had 100 grand, Interactive Brokers will pay me 4.5 grand a year just for my stocks to sit there. And then if I was a baller and I had $1 million of stocks, I would get paid $45,000 a year just to have my stocks sit there. Do I have an affiliate code? Yeah, just click on my profile link. It's one of these. I don't know which one it is. It's either Cena 510 or Cena 558. I don't know which one it is. Is your
See what IB's.
Yeah, you might
Sorry.
the brokers are better to ask just in case they change stuff. Because everything I'm telling you is what I think. But remember, they could change the rates at any time. So if you have like a question and you want to know for sure, just download the app, go on the live stream or what is it, the live chat or whatever, and they'll help you guys out. But when did you figure out that you could borrow at 1.5%? How long ago did you figure this out?
Um, like it was a few years ago. Um, I don't know because my friend used to, so my buddy used to have IB and I didn't. If there's any Canadians there, they'll know I had a broker called Quest Trade, and I was using that one. My buddy always used IB because he was a big options trader. So he was the one who kind of showed me what you could do with that. It was about 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Okay. This is a funny
Yeah, I'm
question
not quite sure.
to ask you. Do you recommend joint accounts with family? I don't know. What do you think?
Like trading accounts, like investment accounts.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to put any of my family members on my IB account. It's a funny question. I would do one with my kids though. If I had kids, I would open up joint accounts just so that way you can like start putting money away from them or whatever. Like I'm not gonna give my kids any gifts. I'm just gonna be like, here's some money in your interactive brokers. Go get a margin loan. Now go get a margin loan. That's what I'm gonna do with my kids. Now you're gonna get a margin loan. And if the stock market
Yeah,
crashes, too bad, your stocks are gone. But as long as you pick the good stocks, you can get margin loans. And then on your margin loans, you can buy whatever you want. And if you get wiped out on a margin call, you lose all your stocks.
and you're a dependent, so you're a write-off. You're a tax write-off.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But okay, that's what I'm gonna do with my kids. Now I know when they turn, I don't even know, like 5 or 6 years old. Whenever they start asking for money, I'm gonna get an interactive brokers and be like, all right, pick some stocks and take a margin loan. And if you take too much money out and your stocks crash, you're out of luck.
See, you know what the cool thing with crypto is too is so I have a brand new niece who was just born about 3 weeks ago,
Okay.
and I opened her up a wallet, and I just gave her I gave her $1,000 and I split it between Ethereum and Bitcoin,
That's so nice of you.
and I put some ADA in there too. Well, I just think like 20 years, 30 years from now,
Are you
like what could
staking
that
it
be?
though? Did you stake it or no? So
Yeah,
they interest. Yeah. What website are you
yeah.
staking it at?
The ADA, so you can stake it through a dataless wallet, the
Okay.
ADA
Nice.
Cardano.
Okay. Cool.
Uh, so yeah, but I opened up her a MetaMask wallet too. I'm thinking about getting her some. I don't know, man. I'm looking at this Pancake Swap right now, and the amount of APYs are just
Dude, you
ridiculous. So
should
I'm
do it
like,
with her. I mean, she's young. If you gave her the $1,000, you should have her do some pancake swaps and learn off of her.
that's what I'm thinking, man. I don't know. Like, hopefully it'll be there. The thing with Pancake Swap is it's on the Binance Smart Chain, so it's on the it's a
Wow.
decentralized exchange, but it's on Binance's centralized exchange. So it's yeah. There's some risks, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
This question keeps coming up on my live stream. So Kelly, yeah, thank you. So Kelly answered it. People keep asking, what's the minimum amount? It's like $2,000. I've said this so many times. But wow, you can get
Put it in the
6.4.
background
Yeah, I know I should. You can get 6.46 with your Rory wallet for staking Cardano. That's pretty good. 6.46. Oh
hmm
man, yeah, most brokers charge you 8%. That's the problem. Like Webull will charge you 8%.
for margin for a
Yeah,
loan.
most American brokers charge you 6 to 8%. That's why I recommend Robinhood, M1 Finance, and Interactive Brokers because all of them are 2.5% or lower. What's your Ethereum
hmm
price target for the end of the year? What do you think Ethereum's going to hit?
I I don't know, dude. Like it's hard to. It could go to 10K. It could. It depends on what happens with the market. Because in all honesty, it's not just the crypto market. There's the greater global market that has an impact on that too. So I'm not quite sure. I'm bullish, but I'm also watching the market right now, and I'm just accumulating. Right now in this phase, I'm just accumulating as it's down right now. Kind of what you do with you said you buy like 100 every week or whatever.
I
I'm
do
just
$10 a
accumulating.
day. $10 every day, guys. $10 a day.
That's on Robinhood, right? That you're doing that?
Yeah, because the fees are not that big of a deal. So $10 a day usually on Robinhood. Um, yeah.
That's the only weird thing with Robinhood too, with buying crypto, because I know for a fact. Okay, I don't know this for a fact. I can't say that. I don't know, but I feel that when you're buying crypto on Robinhood, there's nothing. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I think that they are staking your coins in the background, and making percentages on your coins. I
Hmm.
think, kind of like what they when everyone was pissed off with Robinhood with the whole GameStop thing, right? Because when you own stocks with IB, like you said, they'll pay you that 4.5%, right?
Hmm.
That yield, the yield.
Yeah.
Robinhood doesn't do that. So when people were shorting GameStop, what they were doing is borrowing those shares to short. And that's where that yield comes in. If you get paid the yield, you can lend those out. Like your broker will lend those shares out and they'll give you 4.5% based on what they make on um, the rates, right? So you're providing liquidity essentially. So Robinhood doesn't do that when they don't give you that yield farming essentially.
The reason I don't mind is because I have a lot of crypto on wallets that can be hacked. So I don't have that
Hmm.
much in Robinhood. I think I have like 20 grand in Robinhood. But it's like nice knowing that if someone hacks my Robinhood, they can't send it to another crypto wallet. You know what I mean? You have to
True.
liquidate it,
Yeah.
right? And so you're right, you can't like yield farm on it, which is the one downside. But I just like the convenience of being able to dollar cost average with no fees. Because everything else there's
Hmm.
fees. But then again, maybe paying that 0.25% on Coinbase Pro, it's worth it because then you're able to yield farm.
Hmm. Yeah. I hold a lot of my out of all the brokers that I hold the most cash or cash equivalency, I guess, in a broker's wallet is Binance, to be honest. Out of all the different in Canada we have one called Newton. And that's the broker I use to get cash onto the blockchain is through Newton.
Hmm.
But they have like shitty coins. They only have like 5 coins that you can trade.
Oh
So
man,
it's
that's thing.
it's trash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
it's trash.
you get paid on your portfolio balance and you can borrow on it with Interactive Brokers. A lot of people don't realize that. So it's like a really good deal.
Yeah. I should see because I did sign up for it. I should see. Where do you see? Is it in the reports? I guess you would see where you're getting paid
I
the.
would just go to the live chat agent and then just ask them, am I on the enhanced stock yield program? And if they say no, then yeah. So that's what I would do. Just ask the agent, the
Mhm.
live stream, like on Monday, because I don't think they're open today. On Monday, just send them a DM and be like, hey, am I getting my stock yield? But you have to have a minimum of 50K, then you can enroll for the stock yield program.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that's crazy though, because if you're making so if you're, so they're going to give you stock yield even on stock that you've margined. So if you use
It
1.5%,
might be your
if you're paying
unused.
1.5%,
Hold on. It could be your unused margin. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. So it could be where even if you have margin, but it could be also your unused margin. I don't 100% know. You gotta ask
okay,
them. What do you ask them, and then come back and we can do a live stream.
okay, sounds good. Yeah, I'm curious now. I'm curious now for sure.
But these are all good
Yeah,
questions. And if any of you guys have an Interactive Brokers account and you guys figure it out, let us know. Come on our live stream and let us know because we're trying to maximize, making as much money as possible in this crypto and stock bull market. So yeah,
for sure. And I'm always learning too, man. I love to learn. That's why I don't. The second you think you know everything is the time
I
you're gonna get
agree.
trampled, man.
I'm always a beginner.
You know.
Always have a beginner mindset. Always be learning something new, especially in investing, man. With technology and
Hmm.
the way the field is constantly changing. If you think you know it all, that's like, like what's his name? Like Charlie Munger, I'm sure he's like a genius, but I think at a certain point he's too much of a know-it-all, and that's why it's like his weakness and his downfall. So, don't be a Charlie Munger.
Don't be a fear monger. That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's fear mongering, man.
Well, because he doesn't understand. You fear things that you don't understand. So it makes sense. And then, they're big investors in banks, right? So like, crypto is a threat to their investments, right? They get super rich off of bank and insurance stocks, right? In crypto, if it becomes what it's supposed to be, like, banks won't be making billions of dollars. Insurance companies won't make. billions of dollars. And that's the main reason why I invest in crypto is as a big FU to banks and insurance companies because I want to help
Yeah.
get rid of because like they have CEOs that make millions of dollars, fly around on private jets, and it's so they can deny my insurance claim, or charge me, a $20 fee, So,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
reason we're all poor, or
Yeah,
the
Milky,
reason
I agree.
the reason you're not getting 5%, 6%, or 9% interest, it's because the banks they need to pay themselves, and they don't have any incentive to give you good service unless there's a threat like crypto. Because I do feel in the future banks are not going to charge fees. I think in the future that banks are going to be like, oh man, there's so many people moving their money to crypto that whoa,
Oh,
hey,
sorry.
your dog.
Can I mute this? This dog. Charlie,
You
hold on a second.
want to tend to him? Yeah, go ahead and tend to him.
Come on.
I'm probably gonna peace out. I gotta go to the gym. So maybe your dog was a good motivation for me to head out for the gym. Do we have any final, does anyone have like a last question you guys want to ask us? There you go. Ally Bank doesn't have overdraft fees. So there you go. The more people use crypto, the more and more banks are going to have to offer better services because they can't scam you. They can't rip you off as bad. So,
Yeah, I've seen that happening. Like I've seen a lot of banks just every once in a while I see an article where a bank's looking at dropping fees, and it's mainly like what you're saying that the crypto, the DeFi specifically is a real threat to them.
yeah.
I don't think they can keep up, to be honest, man. Like they can what they can do is even with like so Ripple, right? XRP, a lot of banks are looking at like the banker coin. They can keep up with transaction fees, but it's the APYs, the percentages, the yields they can't give to their customers because of the brick and mortar they have to pay for, the overhead,
Well, it's mostly the
all the
CEOs.
staff,
It's the CEOs, man. Because
and the
like
CEO.
everything else, I'm okay with because it creates jobs. But it's ridiculous that like most banks in America, they make like the CEOs in the boardroom, they're making millions and millions of dollars, and I'm okay with that. Like just don't make 35 million, make 5 million, and give me like 2% on my money.
Yeah,
Make
true.
10 million and give me
Yeah,
like 1.5% on my money.
yeah,
But are you going to
it's
keep
true.
live streaming? If you're going to keep live streaming, you guys should jump on his live stream if you have any crypto or interactive broker questions. Give him a follow. Jump on his live stream. Are you going to continue to live stream, or you got to go? You got to go too.
Uh, I can stay on for a little bit longer if
All right,
and
guys.
the stock if that other guy wants to come back on too, maybe for I don't know. He was
Yeah, you should do a double live with him, and you can tell him more about interactive brokers. Yeah, this is really smart, by the way. If you have a student loan, because Nerd Finance is doing this, if you have a student loan, you should consider getting a interactive brokers, putting your student loan money in interactive brokers, and then borrowing against your stock, so that way you get the tax deductible debt. But Nerd Finance, because he's doing his MBA at USC and it's like $180,000, he's gonna
mhm.
basically open up the interactive brokers and then borrow against his stock and use that money to pay for the tuition, so he gets a tax write off.
Yeah, it's smart.
And
That's
then
smart.
people are asking about XRP. If you have questions about XRP, jump on his live stream. Give him a follow. Jump on his live stream, and he can answer questions on that. But I'm about to peace out, guys.
Sure.
So there shouldn't be 38 people in my live stream. Go into his live stream. Give him a follow. Jump on his live stream. All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching. And then, by the way, I'm gonna put this live stream on my YouTube channel. So everyone here, if you haven't, please follow me on YouTube in case I get banned on TikTok. Because I'm basically making my YouTube my TikTok 2.0. Because I
Hey, Daggers,
Yeah, I
what's
basically
going
put
on?
my best short videos I put on my YouTube channel, and then I put all my live streams on my YouTube channel. I don't think TikTok will ban me, but if I do get banned, I'm gonna make my YouTube and my Twitter. I have a Twitter too. So, all right, guys, thank you very much.
Sounds good, bro.
Love you guys. Talk to you guys soon.